Showing a hiring manager that you are a culture fit is more important than ever. But not enough people prepare to actually do that. They don't have a plan on how they're going to go into an interview and convince their hiring manager that they are a great culture fit. They do research on the company, they practice common interview questions, but they leave out one of the most important factors. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to demonstrate you are a great cultural fit in your Lululemon interview. Let's go. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to share the actual values. The bedrock of preparation to demonstrating you are a cultural fit in any interview is actually knowing what the company's values are. So these are the values for Lululemon. The first is taking personal responsibility. The next one is nurturing entrepreneurial spirit. The one after that is acting with honesty and courage, followed by valuing connection, and finally choosing to have fun. Now, these are Lululemon's core values. So if you want to demonstrate that you are a great candidate, you want to showcase some sort of alignment with their values. Now, in today's video, I'm going to show you 4 quick ways that you can demonstrate that you're a strong culture fit for Lululemon. Now, the first one is a really easy one. When they ask you, why are you interested in this job? It is a great opportunity for you to showcase value alignment. Now, whenever someone asks you the interview question, why are you interested in this job? You want to hit them with a 50-50 rule. The 50-50 rule states that the answer to this question needs to be 50% company related, in this case, values, and the other 50%, well, that needs to be about job alignment, showing that you're a great fit for the job. So when they say to you, hey Ben, why do you want to work at Lululemon? What you want to do is identify which one of the values makes sense to you, which one speaks to you, resonates with you, and says that you were compelled to pursue the opportunity, in part because you found this value incredibly interesting, or you felt like it was in strong alignment with you. So for example, one of the reasons that I chose to pursue this job at Lululemon is because when I was doing research for your organization, I saw that valuing connection was one of your core values. And for me, this is something really important in my day-to-day life. So I love seeing that on your company website. In addition to that, I'm really good with customer service and interacting with people. So I feel like it would be a great fit for me at this point in my career. So there you go. That's a great answer to this question, but it also shows you how to incorporate one of their values into answering an interview question that will show them, there was strong value alignment between us and this candidate. Now, the next opportunity you have to showcase value alignment is they might ask you a question like, what do you know about Lululemon? In fact, if you watched my other video, how to get a job at Lululemon, you'll know that they do say this about the company. This is a great opportunity to give a little bit of information about the organization, but then also go into the fact that here are some of their values. So you can say, I know that the company started in Canada in 1998 and now has over 450 stores throughout the world. I'm also really impressed with their values. So I know that Lululemon's values include, maybe name a few and then name why they matter to you. This is a great opportunity to answer a different question, but incorporate values. That way you can demonstrate value alignment. Okay, so those first 2 are kind of reliant on them asking you specific things. So I'm going to go to a more proactive way to demonstrate value alignment. At the very end of their interview, they're going to ask you if you have any questions to ask them. You should, of course, have 5 to 7 questions to ask them. But one of the things you can ask that is a bit more direct is you can say, what do you like about working at this company? This is a great question to ask because it's going to give you an opportunity to connect with them, to affirm whatever they say, and just kind of listen to the enthusiasm to make sure they actually like working at this company. But what will happen a lot of the times is they're going to mention something value related. In most interviews, they're going to get to the point where they talk a little bit about what they like about the job, and they go, and one of our values is this, especially for companies where it's important, like Lululemon. So maybe they'll go through and they'll go, one of the things that's really important to me is honesty and courage. And it's actually one of our values here at Lululemon. And at that point, you can say, oh man, that's amazing. I actually read that when I was preparing for this interview online, and I found that to be really admirable. I don't know that a lot of companies could say one of their values is acting with honesty and courage. So when I saw that Lululemon had that as one of their values, it was super appealing to me. And that's awesome that that's one of the things you like about the company. That is a great way to ask a question, set yourself up, and then affirm what they're saying so that you connect with the interviewer, but you also demonstrate value alignment. So you get to the end and they go, hey Ben, do you have any questions for me? You ask a couple of questions and then you use an ASQ. You say, one of the things that was really appealing to me when I was doing my research on the organization, that one of your core values was valuing connection. I found that to be incredibly appealing because I really value connection in my day-to-day life. Can you give me an example of a time that you've seen that as an employee of Lululemon? This is an awesome way to do it because you control it, right? Because if none of these other opportunities actually present themselves, you can do this. It also shows early in the question, you're highlighting the fact that you are doing research. You didn't just walk into there, you prepared, which shows that you care about the job. You say, this value I found incredibly important to me because I also have this value. So you're already demonstrating alignment, and then you're asking them a question and allowing them to share how it's made an impact to them, how they've seen it as an employee. They'll give you their example, then you can go, that's amazing. It is so awesome to hear that because that really does matter to me. So to hear that you're actually seeing that as an employee is amazing. And then you're affirming that and you're building connection with them. So it is a strong way to demonstrate values. Now, one of the things that I've said a lot in this video is that you need to have questions for them at the end of your interview. So I want you to watch this video now because this video here, this is going to give you great questions that you can ask in your Lululemon interview. Believe me, one of the ways you can differentiate from a good candidate to a great candidate is having amazing interview questions to ask them at the end of your interview. So watch this next so you can crush it. You got this.